You did all these things with the Yankees, but it feels like people still bring up what happened like the last 2 months when you're with Milwaukee, where they were like, 3 days rest. CC, go out there and get him. And you had an incredible, you knew that you were leaving Milwaukee. They knew you were leaving, but they worked your ass off. And, I still look back on that. I mean, that's an amazing run. What were your thoughts when they kept sending you out and it felt like on 3 days rest?
Well, it wasn't so much them. They were kind of freaking out just along with everybody else, my agent, everybody except for kind of me and my wife. Like I told her, how I felt. And the biggest thing was, I had got traded from Cleveland and I had been in that organization from the time I was 17. And that summer I was, 28 years old. I had been there for, 10 and a half years. And, when I walked into the clubhouse in Milwaukee, I was scared to death. I didn't know what was going to happen. I had never been in another organization. And I walk in and my best friend, Dave Risky, is there. I played with him in Cleveland. And then Mike Cameron is there and Billy Hall is there and Prince Fielder is there. And, these are still some of my closest friends to this day. All those guys I just named were in Cooperstown. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't want that season to end. And I felt great. And I felt like I was going to go out and win those games. And it was more so about me going in there and telling them I'm pitching on 3 days rest than it was them, asking me or
Okay.
even wanting me to do it. It was more me. So one thing is during that time, I never in my career felt like I was going to, knew that I was going to win games. And during that time, I felt like, if you give me the ball, I can go out and complete a game and win a game. So I wanted to get that franchise in that city into the playoffs. And I think it was more about me, telling them that what I was doing more so than them, kind of asking or demanding.